Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to what is going to be the first episode of testing week. So every single day this week I'm going to be testing out a bunch of different makeup brands. I know you guys love it when I do these videos and I love doing them as well, so I thought why not do a full week of them. As you can probably tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be testing out Barry M Cosmetics. I've not really tried anything from Barry M before. I've tried out obviously their nail polishes and I've tried out their little Dazzle Dust, I think they were called. I used to use them all the time when I was younger. I have one lipstick by them. But apart from that, I don't really think I've ever tried anything else from them. So I'm going in completely blind here, and as you can probably see, this is the finished look. So if you guys do want to hear my thoughts and see the products that I use to create this look, please stay tuned. So first of all, I'm going to go straight in with foundation. They do have primers. To be honest, I have plenty of primers. I didn't feel the need to pick up another one. This is their Flawless Matte Finish Oil-Free Foundation. Apparently it's super blendable and has a hydrating formula. And I got mine in the shade beige. So I'm just going to pop some on the back of my hand. That actually looks quite dark. And I'm going to use this NYX kind of stippling brush that I have here. And blend that in. It does look a little bit ashy actually. Smells really good though. Does seem to be blending out quite nicely, to be fair. Oh, is that it slightly oxidizing and going a bit more orange? Let's hope so that we can actually match the rest of my body. It doesn't actually look too matte. In fact, it doesn't really look matte at all. So I'm confused as to why it says it's a matte foundation. I actually quite like how it looks on my skin though. Like, despite it being the wrong color, it really doesn't look matte. I actually wasn't expecting much from this foundation, but I quite like it. I think if you can find your color, then it could be quite good if you have like normal, maybe even dry skin. Next we have a concealer. This is the Flawless Light Reflecting Concealer, Total Imperfection Cover, Soothing Cucumber and Aloe Extract. I have mine in the shade 2, I think. Yeah, I think it was number 2. And it has like, what the hell is this wand? It's like a brush tip. I don't think I've ever really seen that on a concealer. Okay, I do not like this wand. You really can't put much on your face in one go. I don't really know why they chose a wand like that. With that, I'm going to take my Real Techniques stippling brush and just kind of blend all of that in. Okay, I'd say the coverage is decent. Tap it in under my eyes. That definitely is brightening. I wouldn't say it covers my dark circles that much, but the fact that it's brightening, it kind of just bounces the light away so you don't notice it as much. Again, I'm quite impressed. I never really hear anything about the Barry M sort of skin products, so I didn't really have high hopes. This, by the way, is like one of my new favorite brushes for applying foundation. I know it's like an old favorite of so many people, but I only recently got my hands on it and I really, really like it. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video on like one of my favorite brushes or something, because I can definitely do that. And I know a few of you have asked for that, so let me know in the comment section. Yeah, you know what? I actually quite like how that base looks. And I feel like the foundation has oxidized a little bit. It looks a little bit more bronze than it did. So I'm quite happy with that. Cool. Now onto powder. We have the Ready Set Smooth. Again, haven't heard anything about this before. It's their loose setting powder, and if I can open it, it has a little puff in there, comes with a mirror. Oh boy, and I've got to take this plastic thing off. These things are the bane of my life. So what I'm going to do is close the lid and give it a little tap upside down and see if anything comes out that way. Oh my god, we have an explosion. Yep. Definitely comes out that way. Okay, I'm actually just going to take that powder puff quickly and maybe bake a little bit with that. We'll see if it's a decent baking powder at all. Okay, I'm going to put that powder puff away for a second, and I'm going to take just a powder brush to use that all over my face and just kind of dust that around the rest of my face. There's literally so much white powder on my desk. If anyone came over right now, it would look pretty dodgy. I'm now just going to quickly take this brush. This one, by the way, is the Real Techniques Bulb Metal. Is it the Arched Powder Brush or something? But I've been using it quite a lot recently. It's good for getting bake off underneath your eyes because it's so big and fluffy. Okay, can confirm. Powder works very well on the face. Baking looks a little bit dry. It hasn't really clung to any sort of dry patches or anything like that. But I wouldn't say it's the best, but you can bake with it. So it just dawned on me that I have their cream contour kit when I thought I had like a regular contour kit. So this could be interesting, although I don't think this part of my face and like the perimeters is powdered too much. So I'm gonna give it a go. This could be a mistake. If it is, I'll start again. But you've got 6 colors here, and what I think I'm probably gonna do is just mostly focus on these guys here. I don't tend to use highlighting cream contour that much anyway. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade here. Oh, I thought it would be really waxy, but it's not. It actually has quite a bit of grip to it. And I'm just gonna pop some, oh my god, that is dark. Down the sides of my face. Like I said, this could be a mistake. And I'm gonna take that brush that we used for our foundation and try and blend that out. Like I said, I have already powdered, which could be a mistake, but we shall see. That actually blends out quite nicely, even over the top of powder. I suddenly just got a really big urge to go to IKEA. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of that middle color just on my brush very, very lightly and see what that kind of looks like. I feel like it'll be a bit more warm toned. Yeah, so it's not as scary as it looks in the pan, because to me, that looks pretty dark, that one. But lightly, I'm just kind of bronzing my face up a little bit with it. I'm actually happy with that. I was worried that it would look really dodgy over the top of the powder, but somehow it worked. What is wrong with me? I just realized I have another cream product. We're just gonna go in with it again. This is the Strobe Cream, strobing cream, I guess. This one is in Iced Bronze. I just swatch it on the back of my hand for you there. Ooh, so nice. And I'm gonna pop that on the top of my cheekbones. You guys know by now, the usual spots. I feel like today I'm just doing everything in a really random order. That's really, really pretty. It's not too in your face either, so I know some of you guys don't like a full-on blinding highlight, which it's okay, we can still be friends, but this would be good for some of you guys, I reckon, because it's like just quite nice and glowy. Next, before I do the rest of my face, I'm gonna quickly fill in my brows. This is their Brow Wow pencil and brush. I have mine in the shade medium dark, so it has a spoolie on one end and a pencil on the other. I have already got clear brow gel through my brows. I think they do it, but to be honest, I have so many clear brow gels that, you know, there's only so many clear brow gels you can try out. They all kind of do the same sort of thing. But I'm just gonna go through my brows with this pencil. Oh my god, that is super pigmented. Okay, light hand with this. The end of the pencil is quite thick. I don't know if you guys can see, so I'd probably recommend sharpening it before using it, just so you can get a finer point. But I'm just gonna fill in my arch mostly and run them through my brows. I don't like using pencils on my brows that much anyway, but I definitely think if you sharpen this, it would be really nice. It's not too creamy either. It kind of gives you a little bit of space to work with it. I feel like most people only really know Barry M for their Dazzle Dust and their nail polishes, but so far, I'm very impressed. Next up, I have 2 face palettes. So one is the Feeling Cheeky palette, which I actually tried out in my recent drugstore week video. And I didn't really like it. It was a bit kind of meh, but I'm gonna give it another go as well today. And I also have their Chisel Cheeks contour kit, which looks a little something like this. I think I'm probably gonna maybe use this powder or this powder. And if all else fails, I actually like the look of that one more now. I don't know, we'll use a combination, and I actually have another highlighter that I'm gonna show you guys, but just for reference, that is what this one looks like. It's all right. It's just like a pinky tone highlighter, which I tend to prefer more of like a champagne-y one. But I think I'm gonna try and stick to this, and then if all else fails, I'll go back to that one. So I think I'm gonna, let's just swatch this quickly, see how dark it is. Okay, that's actually pretty dark, but it could blend out. Let's try the middle one, because that does look quite red. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that darkest one here and just use a light hand and see if we can build it up. Okay, even with a light hand, that is so pigmented. Doesn't blend out the easiest. You kind of need to work with it a little bit. If all else fails, just go back over with your foundation brush. Works a charm. It's one of those bronzes that's like the perfect kind of color really, because it's cool toned enough to contour with, but if you do want to bronze up on your face a bit more, then you're not going to look crazy if you do that as well. So I think this is quite good on first impressions. I feel like if I blend that anymore, it's going to start to look a little bit patchy, so I'm going to leave it at that. Had better contouring powders, had worse. After all that, I just realised I don't actually have a blusher. No problem, I guess we'll go for like the bronze look today. Next we have a powder highlighting palette. This is their illuminating highlighter palette, and inside you have 3 different shades. I'll just swatch all of those for you. So you have one kind of like icy white, one pinky shade, and one kind of peachy color. Just pop those there. Ooh, they're all really nice actually. I feel like I may even go with this peachy color here. Maybe put a little bit of that icy one on the tops of my cheekbones. We'll see. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques. This is the setting brush. I'm going with that. Got a little bit of fallout, but no problem. Just tap that off. And just pop that over the top of what we just did. Let's go in with the more icy one. Maybe that'll show up better. There we go. This isn't giving me like the glow of my dreams, but it is nice. Again, if you like something that is still quite pop-in, but something that's not just so insanely metallic that I usually like, then you probably would like this, to be fair. And again, super cheap. I think it was like £6 or £8, and you get 3 highlighters in there. The more I'm using this, the more I'm liking it. Again, like I said, it does have its downfalls, but it's quite nice, to be fair. So then for eyes, I have this Get Shapey. Now, this is actually a brow and eyeshadow palette, so I'm guessing it's like a mixture of neutrals, yeah, as you can see there. So this comes with a clear wax, a highlight, 2 brow powders that I'm guessing you can obviously use as eyeshadows, and you have 4 eyeshadows. I'm probably just gonna use a mixture of all of those. So first, I'm actually gonna take the highlight powder, I think, because I think this is matte, and I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush there. Okay, they are very powdery, and I'm just gonna pack that all over the lid quickly, just to kind of get me down a base. That's quite nice all over the lid actually. I feel like it kind of wakes me up a little bit. I'm then gonna go ahead and take a fluffy brush. Don't worry, this is clean, it's just a little bit stained. And I'm actually gonna take the light brow color because it's like a nice kind of warm brown. I'm gonna change my brush for that. I don't like it with that brush. Let's take a more fluffy one. It's actually coming out as almost like an orangey brown. It's quite pigmented, not too pigmented, but it seems to be blending out nicely. I mean, obviously it says it's a brow product, but I mean, it definitely doubles up as an eyeshadow as well. I'm then gonna go ahead and take this kind of more dense brush, and I'm gonna take, I think, this eyeshadow shade here. It's kind of, I'd say it's like a cool toned light milk chocolate almost. It's a bit of a weird one, but I'm gonna pop that all over the lid. Okay, that's not really showing up like much. It kind of just looks like what I've got on underneath. Like ever so slightly darker, but and it really doesn't look too different in comparison to that. And I think I'm actually gonna take this massive brush. This is the Luxe Grand Shader. And I'm gonna take this kind of chocolatey brown shimmer, I think, and actually pop that all over the lid maybe. The eyeshadows are actually quite a nice formula. They seem to blend out really, really easily, and they kind of do whatever I want them to do. But this palette in particular, there's just not really much of a color selection. I know obviously I went for like a nudie tone palette, but I think it would be at least a little bit more variety, but it's fine. I'm still happy with how the eye looks looking. I'm just gonna quickly swatch that medium brown color. That's actually quite nice as well. Yeah, I'm gonna pop some of that on my lower lash line, I think. I find the brow products are actually a lot more pigmented than the eyeshadows. I'm then gonna move on to mascara. This is their That's How I Roll mascara, and I think this is their, yeah, it's a waterproof one. These are actually so weighty, and I really like the packaging. It's like a nice plasticky wand, as you guys know I love. So I'm just gonna take that and apply it straight to my lashes, and we'll see how we do. So far, not much is coming off. Maybe I'll give it a big wiggle. It's slowly building up, but I probably expect more. I'm having to like fully dig in. I don't want it to end up too spidery looking. And because it is waterproof, it's drying down quite quickly, so it's making it quite difficult to build up without it looking just kind of all over the place. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. It looks nice enough, but again, you guys need to remember I have long lashes anyway, so most mascaras do lengthen my lashes because the length is already there. But as for like curling them, no. As for making them black, not really. It's not a bad mascara, it's just not a good one. Let me know if you guys have tried any of their other mascaras, because I know they have quite a few. I just went for the one that looks sort of up my street, but Yeah, let me know if you've tried any other ones. Okay, so last but not least, we have the lips. Now, I have one of their Matte Me Up matte liquid lip paints. I also do have a lipstick from them that I have used many times, as you can see, and I do really like this, just if you guys were wondering. It's like a really nice nudie color, and this one is in the shade Undressed. I believe it's one of their matte ones. But as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, they do matte lip kits. They were all sold out in my local store, but I did manage to pick up one of the actual liquid lipsticks. But let me know if you have tried their liners as well. This one is in the color On the Scene, and obviously I went for a nude. They smell really good, kind of like fruity. They're really lightweight. Really lightweight, actually. That is quite a nice color, actually, especially with this eye look. Okay, so I think that is all dried down, and it only took about 30 to 60 seconds to dry down, so that's pretty good. I'm now just gonna casually make out with my hand and see if this is kiss proof. Pretty much. You've got a little tiny bit, which I think is probably from the inside of my mouth. Yeah, that seems pretty good. It doesn't seem too drying either. It's not tacky at all. I imagine it'll probably be a bit drying throughout the day, but let's face it, what liquid lipsticks aren't? I'm quite impressed with that, actually. I wasn't expecting them to be that good. I want to add a bit more of that highlighter on my inner corner. Of course I do. Of course I want to add more highlighter. Okay, so looking at it, I'm actually really happy with how this look turned out. I've never really heard that much about Barry M Cosmetics, but generally, everything was actually really nice. Some of my favorites for today, I would have to say the powder was really nice. I don't actually mind it under my eyes. I feel like maybe if I dusted it off a little bit sooner, then it wouldn't look as drying, but to be honest, just looking at it now, it has settled into the skin really nicely. It has mattified it without making it look too powdery. This highlighting stick is so nice. I really love that, especially as a base for other highlighters or like on your body or something. The contouring shade in this palette, the kind of darker one here, I actually really like that. I feel like maybe if I got the hang of applying it, because obviously it is quite pigmented, it could be a really nice product. And of course the highlighting palette is really nice as well. Maybe not if you want something incredibly blinding, but if you want something that is still a really nice, fairly intense highlight, then this is really good, especially paired with this guy. The brow pencil was nice, the liquid lipstick was really nice. I do like the cream contour kit. It's not something I'd necessarily say you guys need to head out and buy, but it is nice. So if you do want a cream contour kit, then that's probably a good one to go for. The mascara, no. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing right about it. And again, like I said, you could probably find something better for either the same money or cheaper. Foundation wasn't the right color for me, but I feel like we kind of worked with it, and I actually quite liked how it looks on my skin. And the concealer, do not like the wand, but the product itself is actually quite nice and quite light reflecting. Like, I don't look like I've got too much of a dark circle going on or anything like that anymore. So yeah, overall, I'm actually pretty impressed with Barry M Cosmetics. Let me know your favorite products in the comment section down below, and if there's any products that I haven't tried out that you think I desperately need to, let me know, and I'll be sure to put that in the first impression soon. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video and if you are excited for testing week, then please do give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.